we are back.
Welcome back to Urban X TV. We had the Black Dot in the building.
Yes, still trying to scratch the surface and talk about events that took place, mainly the Nipsey Hussle event that took place that was game changing in terms of where we are in society, how we can factor in social media, how we can factor in the narrative of how things are done, how mind control has taken on a different energy within itself.
Facts.
How, and how the Illuminati operates. How about that?
Okay.
That's what we'll get into. That's why I got on my dope shirt here. It says Illuminati, Illuminate me. All right? I will never sell my soul to betray my people. And I say that because I believe that was Nipsey's stance. That when he got in the room with these individuals, that he was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to rock with that. Because he was going to sign with Rick Ross, MMG, and he said Rick Ross gave him the best deal, but it would have taken away the credit of his people that had worked with him prior to do so, because you got to give up something to get something. So Rick Ross would have been able to take that energy of your hard work and cut you off a piece of something in which, you know what I mean? And he refused to do that. That's honorable shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you know that Ross was sanctioned by Jay-Z and put on by Jay-Z, right, and you know what I'm saying, and this and that, and he went through whatever he had to go through. When I say Illuminati, that is not to be taken literally. It is a metaphor for the boule, a portion of the black community, the so-called 10%, the ones who have been fortunate enough to reap the benefits of being black and operate above the realm of the masses of the people, right? So when we speak about that, I don't mean Adam Weishaupt in 1776 and now niggas are a part of that. But any organization, secret society, is only as good as its reach, right? So in the Matrix movies, Mr. Smith always did this and was able to move amongst like-minded people within his organization who thought like he did and be everywhere and nowhere at once. So what that means is, yes, you could be in an organization, right? And I always talk about the Black Masons and giving fish fries and all that kind of shit. But if you are summoned to do a body of work, you are summoned to do a body of work. Now, I'm not in any secret organization. Somebody made a slick comment on one of the comment sections. Look at Dot's hands and shit. He's doing the Baphomet shit and all that cute shit. But being in the music industry and being in showbiz is like being in Vegas, bro. You're not leaving here with that money, bro. You know what I'm saying? You come in, you can spend, you can do it. You're not leaving here with that money, right? So all you accumulate, first of all, you got to buy your way in, right? So you buy your way in, you already know. We talk about this. You're going to do some things you ain't going to be proud of, but this is an elite group.
Right.
Because if anybody can walk in and out of our organization, then our organization has no power, right? So how do we know you can be trusted? You have to go through the same process everybody else amongst the elite. Now, we speak about it. There are levels to this shit. Jadakiss said it best on one of his joints, like, the reason we not up there is because we refuse to do certain things. We're speaking in code, right? To let you know we good here, we'll make our money, we'll do our shows, we'll sleep well at night because we didn't sell our soul to betray our people. You know what I mean?
That was a nice one.
Yeah, we're good. But for those who want to move to certain levels of this, no different than in corporate America, there are sacrifices that have to be made. You know what I mean? So I think he refused to make those sacrifices. Talking about Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
For as long as he possibly could. Then when he got with the deal now he had with the distribution deal,
It was a partnership.
partnerships.
Yeah.
Partnership is just as good. I mean, if I need to get into you somehow.
Right.
I need you to buy in some way. So a partnership, while you maintain certain properties that belong to you, you still in bed. You in bed now.
Yeah.
We in bed together. That's some pun intended, right? We in bed together now, right?
Right.
So that still creates the opportunity, right?
Right.
The photo shoot with Lauren London, if you understand symbology, a lot of those pictures were foretelling. The white horse,
Pale white horse.
behold the pale white horse. He had a Masonic stance. He had a noose in his hand, or a rope in his hand with the behind when she was on the horse. We understand the initiate with the noose around his neck. You know, when you're dealing with the degrees. You know what I mean? So a lot of his mannerisms spoke of Masonic order, spoke of Illuminati or hip hop Illuminati, spoke of Boule, spoke of secret society, spoke of, as Jay-Z said, it's a secret society. All we ask is trust, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and this and that. It spoke of that, you know what I mean? So I don't want to discount that he did cross over. I don't want to discount the fact that this whole shit we saw may have been some kind of charade, and he ain't really dead. You know what I mean? I don't want to discount any of that because I ain't seen nobody. I ain't seen nobody on stage. Did you see a body on stage?
Well, closed casket.
You saw, right.
Yeah.
You saw closed. Malcolm's casket was open. Martin's casket was open. Shit, Emmett Till casket was open. I mean, the open casket gives you the iconic photos that you need. You know what I'm saying? In essence, unless he was disfigured. And his mother said he wasn't. So why, unless it's an African thing?
Well,
You know.
they do that for a lot of celebrities. Most celebrities, you don't really see.
James Brown casket was open. I was at his funeral.
Michael Jackson's wasn't open.
Michael Jackson wasn't open?
Nope.
I don't think Michael Jackson was in it, but that's beside the point. Yeah, so I'm not leading. That doesn't lend to conspiracy theory.
Right.
I'm just simply saying.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't see nobody. That shit that they rolled into the ambulance, I don't know what the fuck that was or who the fuck that was. I didn't see a smidget of blood. I saw the little headshot and they made sure you couldn't fully see a headshot, right? You saw some bandages and what looked like blood. You know, I don't know what the fuck that was. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on crime scenes and it's blood. I seen a nigga get stabbed and blood was everywhere, right? Like, holy shit, right?
Right.
I was gonna say something real disgusting, but I'm not. All right, so back to what I'm saying is,
Giving him a face, everybody.
yeah, I was gonna say something real gross. But what happens is, all of these things lead to say that maybe something else was going on. He signed with Rock Nation, a song with Diddy. I think he's on Khaled's new album.
Khaled.
Why did I say Khaled? Yeah, Khaled's new album. These guys are already made men, right? These guys are probably the elite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Snoop is the elite. These guys reside on a high level of the music industry, at least from a black person's perspective. So I don't want to discount he was doing the solo thing and decided, you know what I mean, let me cross over or get in bed to, you know, victory lap is when you win,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You take a what?
Victory lap.
You take a victory lap. So what victory was he celebrating? All right? Again, not conspiracy theory, just when Biggie put out Ready to Die, and then this nigga died. And then he put out Life After Death.
Yeah.
It's just a coinky dink, like, wow, that's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just asking the victory. What was the victory for him? That he made it? That now he was a made man? That he crossed over? What was the victory lap? Or that you finally sold out? And now you in bed with the big boys? And now your money changes? What was the victory lap? Speaking of money, how much money was he really worth?
I don't know.
They said 8 million. Nah, you didn't make 8 million selling fucking mixtapes. And then, remember the brother said, we wanted to buy the store. We didn't have the money. And then at the last minute, the money showed up. Where did the money come from? Just questions.
Well, yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
I'm only going by what he said.
Well, I mean, how do anybody get money in the hood? Like,
Okay, so I'm asking.
cause you know,
Yeah, I understand how hood works.
yeah, you might go.
But does that lend to, did he owe somebody money? You know what I mean? Like, now this shit is popping, nigga, where's my money? I'm just asking these kind of questions. Niggas in the hood ain't giving you money for nothing.
Facts.
Was he a drug dealer? I never heard nothing about anything bad. He was the nicest gang member I had ever heard of. You're the nicest, kindest gangbanger ever. You know what I mean? Just asking these questions. The dude who got shot in his spine.
Right. We got to talk about him.
Yeah. Let's talk about that shit, right?
Yeah.
That was weird.
It was.
Because I saw him in the wheelchair.
Yep.
And they was rolling him into the ambulance. He didn't look like he got shot in the spine to me, right? The other nephew got hit.
He said the belt buckle.
And the belt buckle.
Yeah.
Wow. This is, what an amazing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then he said, which was weird to me, that Big U, is that his name?
Yeah, Big U.
He said, you know, my parole officers came to see me and they took the bag of money that Big U had gave me. Now, wait a minute. Why was Big U giving you money?
Well, was he giving him money because he got out of jail?
No, he got out of jail 7 months ago.
7 months ago, that's right.
And he did say the only person that gave me money since I've been home was Big U.
Right.
But why was Big U giving you money at that particular moment that you're in a halfway house with a bag of money?
Right.
Just weird shit.
And I thought it was interesting that they tried to send him back to jail afterwards.
Yeah, that might have just been, in my humble opinion, that might have just been to get him to shut the fuck up. Like, yo,
Right. That's
you could be. We could put you back up, but stick to the script.
That's what I took it as. Like,
Say you got shot in the spine.
And apparently it wasn't even like really shot. He got like scratched or.
Yeah, that's like Suge got grazed in the head.
Yeah.
When Tupac got wet the fuck up. Icons. Celebrities covering one eye who are sworn to secrecy to mislead the masses into a life of negativity by way of destructive behaviors, i.e. drugs, sex, violence, etc. Most of these celebrities you see in the music industry and in Hollywood have taken a sworn oath to protect what they have going and to have you being misled by using drugs, violence, and all of these other crazy behaviors. Be careful. Beware of those who are pointing at one eye, covering one eye, or trying their best to shut down your first eye. Log on to urbanx.nyc for the latest in apparel or shop urbanx.com to pick up the latest in our not so subtle teas, and we thank you for your support. Peace. Right? And come to find out it's probably just shards of glass. And Dick Gregory said that was bullshit too, because the whole car was bulletproof. They shot the nigga in the car. But we'll deal with that at another time. You know what I'm saying? So it just lends to say everybody's story is changing and everybody's story don't add up, because why was Nipsey Hussle at the store? We know it wasn't because this dude came to the house and he had just came home and he wanted to see his family and he was dirty. We know that wasn't the case, because the dude said it himself. I happened to be driving by and I had on a dingy shirt, even though I got a bag of money.
He said this in the Vlad interview.
In the Vlad interview.
Yeah.
And oh shit, why you got that dirty shirt on, son? Let's go get a clean shirt. Oh shit, there's Nipsey.
Right.
Right? Why was Nipsey there now? Somebody has to explain who brought him there, why he was there, because it ain't, and just so happened to randomly that this other Eric Holder dude, shitty cuz, happened to be out there getting a burger and wants him to listen to his music and he tells him, dude, look, get your shit right. And he has enough wherewithal to go eat his burger. And then, you know what? We're going to teach this nigga a lesson. So obviously the driver was there already,
right.
Or they left in case. This is just not, it's just not adding up.
Did they ever say what gun he got hit with?
They never said what gun he got hit with. Right? Those are usually some of the first things that come out. Got hit with a 9mm, bang, bang, this, that, shot in the torso, upper left. Where's the autopsy report?
I think that came out.
I think TMZ put something out. I'm not sure if that's... I don't believe nothing. And you need to stop believing what you see now. Who you gonna believe? Your eyes? Are you kidding me? With what they have going on today? And you need to watch the people around you. Some of these niggas is federal agents. Some of the people you think are in the community doing great works are federal agents. That's why I keep a circle of one. I don't trust none of these niggas. And I don't work well with others. Because once I begin to see through the bullshit that you ain't about what you say you are, I don't need to waste time with any of that. I associate with individuals. I let you in on what I want you to know, but I do not. These dudes are goofies, and some of them are agents. Or they're assets. They're doing the work of the government for free.
All right.
And if Eric Holder is a snitch and he shot him, isn't that a government operation to some degree?
True.
He works, he gets his checks from the federal government.
True.
He then turns around and kills somebody. All right? So you can, you know what I'm saying?
No, go ahead.
Questions?
So I wanted to know what if going with the theory that this was, government or this was planned. Like, what is the point of everything that's followed?
Great question. Again, our understanding of situations may lend to your ability to come up with an equation to that. Meaning, if you don't understand occultism, symbolism, synchronicity, spiritual concepts, then none of that makes any sense. It's just a nigga who ran up on another nigga who killed that nigga, and that's the end of the story. But even on that mundane level, where's the follow-up? You know what I'm saying? Give us the general information so that even the masses can be... Or are we witnessing mind control at such a level that they can flip the page on us and we no longer ask any questions about shit that just took place? This is supposed to be such a monumental time, investigation.
And I already feel it about to be...
It's about to turn.
They're
about to turn the page and we're going to be like, oh yeah, Nipsey did get killed. And that's it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Again, this is above my spiritual pay grade. My gift is always to try to make complicated things very simple. I don't know unless you're trying to falsify a cosmic event to bring about a new world order or to speed up a process of what must take place in terms of lining people up, you know what I mean, historically, because history is what you make it, right? So all of a sudden in Nipsey Hussle, a Christ-like Messiah figure shows up. He's sacrificed by his Judas. You know what I'm saying? He was 33, just as Christ was. He's from the Middle East, or from that era. He, converged here from the East to the West. He was doing the works amongst the people silently, and then he was struck down. And you create that whole mythos that accelerates a process where our consciousness is brought online before they hit you with the next event, and it'll all make sense. Right? I told you the London Marathon, something might pop off. That we just had a terrorist attack.
And right.
And see, like I can't pronounce that shit. Right? We just had a terrorist attack. Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Right? Which could be connected. We just had the Notre Dame burning fire, which could be connected because Notre Dame has something to do with the Virgin Mary. There's that word virgin again, which you're going to see at the London Marathon, which you saw Laura London in white, pure. You know, all of this shit, and those are just synchronicities. All of this shit, we don't know something might happen at the marathon. You don't really know, which triggers a series of events, because what we have to understand is to control so many people, you have to have events that take place that compartmentalizes thought and energy so that you can move these people accordingly as you see fit, like on a fucking Ouija board. You know what I mean? So I always told you, they don't need control of millions. They need control of one who has control over millions. But this is the first time I've seen them do the shit post-mortem, so to speak. Usually, Tupac is out in front. We're giving our energy to a celebrity. Because remember, I told you there are celestial stars, and then there are artificial stars that we live our lives that has cut us off from our cosmic power. And the Tupac star was out in front. So when they killed the star, or the star died, there was a portion of ourselves that died with it. This is the first time where majority of the people did not know Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
And then he ascended, and then they put him out in front, and now people are crying.
Yeah, Obama wrote a letter.
You see what I'm saying? So and he knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
He admitted it. My daughter listened to it. So these are people who are either clout chasing, getting in front of a story, or feeding a narrative that has more to do with the spiritual, detriment of the masses of the people, or having them believe some shit that just ain't true.
I was when this was happening, I was kind of like disgusted with all of the misinformation people were actually running with.
Right. But those, but you got to remember, those are a litmus test to show you how slow our people really are.
Yeah.
We have not come as far as you think we have in terms of consciousness, awareness, being able to recognize. Now, there are some people who are on it. Like, whoa, pump the fucking brakes here. But those people are so far in between that they can be dismissed by those who make mockery of numerology and all of these coincidences. Y'all niggas is always looking for something to talk about. No, we're just thinkers. You know what I mean? And as a critical thinker, you engrossed in this shit has to make some kind of sense on some level.
Yeah.
But the masses are asses. And boy, when I tell you, they'll believe whatever you tell them, right? And again, we dealt with the idol worshipers, putting their lives on hold to feed energy into idols of all sorts. We dealt with the reactivists in part 2, those who are just reacting to things. They have they have nothing else to do with their time and their life and their energy but to try to connect themselves to things that are taking place, and they switch from time to time.
Yeah.
Whatever's current, whatever's popping, those same people who's on the Nipsey Hussle shit will be on whatever's next. And now I wanted to deal with just an Illuminati aspect of things, one of a secret society, one dealing with understanding signs, symbols, principles above what the masses can possibly understand to what's going on, because everything is everything, as above, so below, as within, so without. So we are all dealing with this on a level, and we are all affected. But my life has not changed since Nipsey Hussle passed. It hasn't. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've become more inspired. I have become anything. I haven't. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? And then you have these people who are running around like their lives have been awakened, and that could be true.
I mean, yeah.
It could be. Listen, I'm not negating the fact that it could be true. There are events that take place that awaken people. My concern is who's controlling the event. That's all. If it is a natural event, we should all be enlightened by it, or we should all find something in it that can, elevate us to some level, right? But who controls the event? I told you, I cried when Obama got in office.
I remember.
And then I went, wait a minute, wait a fucking minute. Who put him there?
I remember.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have these moments where you release emotion. I released a lot of positive emotion toward Nipsey we did it together. You know, we sat around, we had great discussions about, wow, this is something. And then we said, okay, now we have to see what's really going on, who's behind the curtain trying to conjure up my spiritual awareness. And if somebody else is in control of my spiritual awareness beyond a light being, I have a problem with that. So I you know, in closing, I'll say all of this stuff happened after Victory Lap. I think it's just a coincidence that he was doing a documentary on Sabi. Shout out to Sabi and all his body of work. I don't think that was directly connected to his demise. I don't think anybody doing a documentary on Sabi will get killed.
I don't think anybody doing a documentary on anything
is going to get hurt. I've seen people do documentaries on 9/11, pharmaceuticals, all kind of, and they're still walking around.
Yes.
So I don't know why the Sabi documentary was going to be any different. I think Nipsey should be able to stand on his own, his body of work. Stop connecting Sabi's name to him.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Sabi, who has been doing this work for 40-something years, and now he's connected to a rapper who, you know what I'm saying, from LA. I don't think it's fair to either one of those legacies.
Yeah.
I think we need to stop that shit.
I would just want people to like pay attention of the way media moves as a result of these things. Like now, they interview Sabi's son and wife on a radio station, and it wasn't genuine at all, because you're only doing that because of the so-called connection to Nipsey. It was
right.
I didn't.
So, but all of these things, this is the world we live in, and this is why I've been constantly preaching to you guys. Give yourself some times away from social media.
Facts.
To be with your own thoughts, to grab a bearing on the reality that we still live in here. And don't engross yourself so much, because your thoughts, you can get sick now.
Right.
Reading shit on your timeline. I was literally getting sick. You know what I'm saying? Watching all the negative shit, the this, that, it gives you a headache. So take some time for self. Get into self as much as you possibly can. There's really nothing wrong with that. And know that when you do engage in social media, you can be hacked. I don't care how well you think your shit is. You can be hacked. Your thought process can be hacked. So it is what it is. So
that being said, subscribe. You already know. You know, we'll be, you know, doing some things. We got some big announcements coming. You know, that's facts.
Go to shopurbanx.com to get these amazing T-shirts that we have. And this is the Black Dot. These are my chronicles. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Peace.
Peace.